Namaste, good morning, it's Clare Sharp from Spiritual Pampering. Welcome into my healing room. Welcome. Come on in, settle down. I am doing I was just doing some housework and I just thought, you know what? I need to do a little video on how you know you're Lemurian. So I'm hopping on. It's crazy. You know I'm like a kid. Do you remember Galaxy Quest, the movie? And right at the end of the movie, they ask him to help land the plane, land the spaceship. And he's been bombarded by his mother to go and put out the rubbish. And I'm like that. I don't want to be doing housey things. I want to be in here. I want to be working. I want to be channeling. So I just stopped and came in here. So here we go. How do you know you're Lemurian? Well, 1111. If you keep seeing those ones, you are Lemurian. And the other thing is, you're awakening at this time. So I'll just share a message that I received off, I put it on my Facebook page, Spiritual Pampering, and I just said, I've been working, meditating and reading books about the Lemurians and going on a dot-to-dot journey with my guides as to what they want me to learn and remember. Coming out of sleep state this morning, I asked the question, what does the meaning of 1111? And I had what I call a bingo moment, an aha moment, or a holy moly moment. So again, I thought it was so simple, I thought it couldn't be true, but it is. 1111 goes back to the Lemurian times, the very beginning of time here on Earth. 1111 is north, south, east and west. It's earth, fire, water and air. It's the beginning of life itself. It's us. You are seeing these numbers because you are awakening. It's the code within you, for you are Lemurian. And it might not be as exciting as, like in some books you look it up and you see 111 means knowing your angels are with you and keep your thoughts positive. But that's okay. It's those who chose to go on the journey of remembrance that will embrace this message as a key to unlock their future. And how exciting is that? So as I realised, I've just checked my watch as I was writing this message, because I always write to date and time, everything, and I got that at 4:47 a.m. On Thursday the 30th of April. And as you know, I keep seeing 47 everywhere. And then I got a PS because I just did a meditation with the Lemurians, and I just put PS. I've just surfaced from my meditation and was told 1111 also relates to physical, mental, emotional and the spiritual side of our being. So if you are awakening into the Lemurian times, welcome, we're all in it together. So how else do you know that you're Lemurian? Well, you've got the dolphins, haven't you? That affinity to the dolphins that I talked about the other day. And of course the dolphins can used to speak to the Lemurians in a telepathic sort of way, and they sort of sent, it was like sound waves, that's what I'm getting, of the healing codes to the humans, just passing it along. So you might have a real affinity with dolphins. Dolphins might even make you cry. I've got to say that. And also the other thing is that I've always felt this. I've always said, if I had to go on a desert island and I had to take one crystal, I would take quartz. I would take quartz. Because I know with quartz, if you want to say, you can channel or visualise the colour, let's say you want to do energy of pink, you can channel that colour or think about that colour and visualise it. So it can actually change it into the format of rose quartz through your channeling. I've known that for years. So you only really need quartz. It's just nice to have all the other ones. So that's my thing. So, and of course you've got the Lemurian crystal. So what they did with the Lemurian quartz is that coming to the end of time, they stored all their knowledge, all their history into the healing crystals, and then they were placed around the earth. So if you're a custodian of a Lemurian quartz, then you've been gifted something beautiful. And it's really just about tapping in. And I should have worn my Lemurian quartz and then they could have seen it. So I'll do that next time. Now, and the other thing is, if you're telepathic, because they didn't speak, they were telepathic. And I find that, I'm telepathic. My son certainly is. I remember him being 5, going along in the car. Now, bear in mind, my son was never allowed McDonald's. He was allowed it twice a year, and I don't know how he even came up with it twice a year. Anyway, was driving along one day and I thought, I wonder if should let him have one today, you know? Like, I'll think about that, keep it in the back burner, you know. And he goes, Mum, are we having McDonald's today? There's no way, you know, because like 363 days of the year, we'd never even talk about McDonald's, you know? So I went, you're telepathic. You have to be. So, yeah. So, and he has, and over the years, like he was about 4 or 5 then, and over the years he has been telepathic. So there you go. And so and you're thinking about somebody, the phone rings and all of that. And then if you're a healer or somebody that really, really comes from your heart, like it's if your heart bursts. Like I'm big, you can see my picture there. I'm big on hearts. Heart energy is what I work with. Always say, come from your heart in all that you do. That is where all my work is. My job is as a psychic, spiritual healer, intuitive. I bring you into your heart space where you trust, you believe, and you have faith. Come out of fear into your heart. That's where I sit you all the time. And the meditations that I do and the channelings that I do when I work with Jesus, it's always heart stuff. So yeah, so if you're coming from your heart, big hearts and all of that. So heartfelt, that's another Lemurian trait. Also, if you're really interested or guided to, like I was guided, I wasn't interested, but I was guided to work with the crystalline grids, the ley lines and the healing of the grids of the planet Earth. So working with that, that's a Lemurian thing. The grid lines, the crystalline grids, that's definitely Lemurian. Feminine energy, if you're really into like the feminine side of everything, that's Lemurian. I'm getting told them as I go, and I don't even have to look at my list. This one's interesting. You cry, not knowing why, at the Scottish song "Auld Lang Syne." You I can't listen to that. When Lemuria went down, they had the priests, and I suppose priestesses, in certain corners of Lemuria, holding the vibration so that they wouldn't have that much fear. So because they were going down, it went down in the middle of the night. So like most everybody was asleep and it went down just so easily. But they held their vibration. And as they did that, they sang a song that has now been translated or brought through by the Scottish poet to keep that song alive. And the song that they sang was Auld Lang Syne, and it actually translates to times gone by. Now, I cannot listen to that song without crying. As soon as I didn't even listen to it just to remind myself of what it was even all about, because I know I can't hear it. It hurts too much. So maybe that means that I was one of those priestesses holding that vibration at that time. And you might feel the same. And the other thing that I noticed is physical height. You know, Lemurians in the day were 12 foot tall. And I had that, I was doing that meditation the other night, and then I realised that because it took me a long time to get back into my 175 centimetres because I was so tall, you know, I was coming out of my meditation. And then I know that down in Telos, in Mount Shasta, they're all about 7 foot tall. So, and today, you know, my son's 6'4". He's most probably a Lemurian. Plus he's telepathic. You know, and he's a big heart guy, you know. So just have a little bit of think about this, you know. So you are Lemurian. So it's time to wake up, everybody. Come on. We're asking for you to come awake. You came here to be in this time, to be in this place. So anchor yourself in for the ride. Let me just see if I can... see, look, there you go. We bring you peace at this time. Vibrate into your heart space, and you will pass through this transition easily and calmly. Call upon us to guide you through. Call out our names. We are here to guide you, for all is well. We will not leave you. That's Saint Germain. Use your guides. Come on. You can actually trust that you're exactly where you are meant to be, for you came here to be a part of this time, to be a part of this ascension. This shift, you have waited many lifetimes, many. So for this moment, so embrace it. Do not fear it, my friends. That is Saint Germain's word. And Saint Germain, of course, lives and works around Shasta, where the underground, so you might know them as the Hollow Earth or the Lemurians. It's Talos, and they're there. You can go on YouTube and you can find the Lemurian videos on, and then you can meditate around the different rays, because we all came through on a ray, if you didn't know that. And so, yeah, so look, that's how you know you're Lemurian. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it resonates with you, and I hope you get the aha moment, or the bingo moment, or the holy moly moment, where you go, do you know what, I should be doing something about this. What can I do? And what you can do is start just very easily meditating around planet Earth. Google crystalline grids if you have to. That's how I did it, because when I got told that's what I was going to be doing, I'm like, really? I mean, I've heard of ley lines all those years ago, back in 2005. But then again, in 2004, I was told to do a lot of stuff with the violet flame and Saint Germain, and I went off on a different track. So it's free will, isn't it? So let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing. And I also got told that the future is going to be utopia. It is going to be paradise. That is Lemurian. I mean, Lemurian energy, or Lemuria, is coming back. We are going to be in the same state of paradise. We've just got to get there, guys. So come on, let's do it. Let's all come together. Yay! Lemurian. So, from my heart to yours, namaste. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely day, whatever you do. Peace be with you, everybody. Take care.